So I'm trying to figure out like the right way to say hi because I don't feel like this is like a happy-go-lucky kind of video. This is like, let's just be real kind of video. So I'm just chilling on my couch. I got my coffee because I have a long night. I have to go to work tonight. But I wanted to get this video out because I've gotten a few messages from some of my subscribers who happen to be going through the same thing. Two of my really good friends are going through it. And I'm just so, I can't, like, if something doesn't make sense to me, like, I can't even, like, wrap my mind around it. So I just wanted to kind of, like, put my opinion out there because it was asked for, okay? And whatever opinion that you guys have, like, I would love to hear it. Leave it down in the comments below. So I'm going to be starting a new series on my channel. This happens to be the first episode, and I'm going to be calling it Tell It Like It Is. So I'm just going to be telling it like it is. I'm just going to keep it 100% real. And just to be real with y'all, like, I just decided to kind of let go of the whole perfect, like, persona that I have been putting on YouTube thus far. I'm kind of used to working in the corporate world, and just to be real with y'all, like, that's not really who I am. I cuss a lot, I make mistakes, I'm not perfect in any way, and I just feel like it's about that time to, like, really show y'all who Nikki really is. The first episode-ish, is that what you call it? The first part of this entire, like, series is going to be about shitters. Those shitters out there that go out and have sex and do whatever they want when they have somebody waiting for them at home. Those are the people that I'm talking about. And it's not necessarily just men. However, I have noticed that 80% of the time, I mean, it's dudes. And I just feel like that's because they can't help but think with their pee-pee, alright? Now, I'm not pulling this out of my ass. Like I said, I got a few messages from my personal subscribers that wanted my advice on how to deal with this. I've seen my friends go through it. I've gone through it, alright? So I'm speaking from experience. So what I'm telling you in this video, I've already done it. Like, I've already been through it. So there's that. But I also wanted to share with y'all a story, okay? It's a little bit chisme. So I work at a bar, right? So I work at night. And I had a day shift, which was kind of weird for me. And so I was there. There aren't a whole lot of people coming in, but the people that do come in, you know, for the lunch hour, happy hour, whatever. So it's my job to greet people and offer them a drink. You know, very simple. And I was, you know, doing my job. Everything was fine. And I see this lady walk in, right? And I was like, all right, she's by herself. And I just kind of, like, kept my eye on her. And I'm not gonna lie, I was being real nosy. I was bored. So I saw her walk in, and she just kind of, she didn't talk to nobody. She was like on a mission. Like, that's what she looked like. So I just kind of kept my eye on her, and I was gonna offer her something to drink, but it just seemed like she wasn't there mentally. Like, she was focusing on something else. So she starts scanning the room, scanning, and her eyes fall on this one dude, okay? And that dude is talking to another female, and I was like, oh shit, like, that's either her husband or her boyfriend. Like, shit's about to get real, right? So I'm, like, watching because I'm being all nosy, and, like, I was bored at work, so this is, like, you know, entertainment kind of. So I was like, ooh, he about to get caught, his lying ass. So she walks up, okay, and, like, for real, she did, like, the most gangster shit I had ever seen in my life. So she walked in, didn't say hi, didn't say nothing to nobody. She was real quiet. She didn't make not one noise, okay? She locks in on this dude. His back is towards her, so he don't even know if she's there. He's so unaware. She walks up to the right side of him, and just like with this part of her fist, swung around and boom, right in the mouth. Just right in the mouth while he was talking instead of, you know. The other female immediately, like, backs up, gets out of it. She's not trying to get hit too. So that, his wife or whatever was like, I can't believe you. She started yelling at him, and we're all, oh shit, right? So the bouncers are coming out, and she's like, I can't believe you. You lied to me. You said that you were going to go help your mom, and you're over here talking to this female. I can't even fucking believe it. Like, you know, she's going smooth off. So the bouncers come in. He's bleeding, okay? She hit him that hard. She hit him so hard, like, the sound, I can still hear it. He's bleeding. And he can't even talk. He's just holding his mouth, and she's just going off, all right? And I was like, I was all about that. I was like, dude, you just caught your dude lying to you. Like, that's exactly what he gets. So The bouncers take her out because we don't condone violence. And then my director gets him and takes him to our back office and puts ice on him because he's a little vag. So he comes out, and I had served him, right? I had served him drinks. And so he came up to me and he was like, have you seen my wife? And like, I wasn't trying to be a smart ass, okay? I really was just like, I don't know, is the girl you were talking to your wife, or is the girl that hit you your wife? So I was like, the woman that hit you? And like his face, he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, well, she's outside arguing with our security guard, so like that's that. And he was like, oh, okay. So he went out there, right? And my friend Carlos, he's a security guard there at the bar, and he was like, come here. And we're being all, you know, in their business because we're bored. So he's like, come here, look at this. And so she's fighting with them out on the sidewalk, and she's like, you know, you lied to me, you're a lying piece of shit, blah, 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 right? So you can tell she's hurt. Every woman that goes through this goes through the same thing. We all feel the same way, and we're the scorned woman. Like, you cannot talk to us. So somehow, I don't know, obviously I had to get back to work, there's shit to be done. So then Carlos comes to me again, like a few minutes later, and he's like, yo, you gotta see this. And I was like, what? And he was like, dude, like for real though, like you have to come see this. So I go to the front door, and tell me why she's in his arms, they're hugging, and he's like stroking her head. Oh, babe, it's okay. Oh, it's alright, we'll move past it. And I'm just like, what just happened? Like, you just came in here in front of everybody, just completely embarrassed your dude, punched him in the mouth, got kicked out, got dragged out, and now you in his arms? Like, how does that happen? I don't understand. So that's my chisme, okay? That's what happened. And that's really what made me want to make this video, because I don't understand. I do not understand. And maybe, I mean, and I'm going to tell you why, okay? So I've been with my dude for 3 years now, over 3 years, and we're still going strong, and in no way is our relationship perfect. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit y'all and tell y'all that it is. It's not. There are some days when I want to freaking scratch his eyes out, and he annoys the hell out of me, and I'm sure he feels the same way about me, because I can be a terror. But there's one thing that I do not condone, and that I will never, like, ever let happen, and that's cheating. Because if you betray me in that way, like, there's no coming back from that. I have the mentality, once a cheater, always a cheater. And here's why, okay? Before y'all just go on this rant, rave, whatever, about how people can change. I get it. People can change if they really want to. But what if they don't really want to? What if they just feel bad because they got caught? So, when I was with my ex, the guy that I was with before, I was with him for almost 2 years, all right? So here's my story of my being cheated on. Now, I'm going to explain this. I did not wait long enough to get cheated on. I just smelled the whiff of it, okay? Because every person has their own definition of cheating. Now, you got to figure out what that definition is to you. Now, to me, there are two types of cheating. There's emotional cheating, and there's physical cheating. Now, emotional cheating, in my mind, is like 10 times worse than physical. Because if your dude is taking time out of his day to talk to this female, to get to know her background, ask her how she's doing, get to know her family, like invests time and effort into her, like that's emotional. Like his heart is starting to get into that shit. And like that, oh, that is so much worse. Now, I'm not saying physical cheating is any better, because he slept with her. Now, he may not think of her as anything else but a booty call, but like he slept with her. That's disgusting. So it's like, I mean, they're one and the same in my eyes. You cheat, you cheat. If you betray my trust and you're talking to somebody that you know you should be talking to, you're cheating. I'm sorry. So when I was with my ex, that's exactly what happened. I got a whiff. I found out he was talking to some female on his phone, and you know, they had planned to meet up. They hadn't met up yet. They were gonna meet up that day that I found out. Okay, so when I found out, I was out. Like, I didn't talk to him again. Like, literally, I gave up a year and like 9 months of a relationship and left and never went back. I never turned back, because I'm not about that life. Because at that point in time, I realized, dude, I can't fucking trust you. I can't trust you. So even if we were to like move past this, like, here's the thing, is that when it comes to cheating, The biggest thing for me that I don't want to deal with is the trust issues. So you're telling me that you fucked up, you messed up, you went out there, betrayed our relationship, our relationship, okay? You betrayed that, you betrayed my trust, you betrayed my love, and you went out there and you turned your back on me, and then I gotta suffer for it, and I gotta be questioning you, and I have to be stressed out? No. And that is what makes me just say no. I've already, pobrecito, my boyfriend, he has been through so much with me. I threatened him so much. Like, I threatened him, like, let me find out. Let me even I don't even have to find out. Let me just get a whiff of that shit, and I'm gone. You will be just like the last. I'm not about that life. I'm not going to sit here and live my life in fear that I can't trust you because of the shit that you did. Like, I just can't do it. That's stupid. Now, I'm not gonna lie. There are times when, like, I kid around with them, and I'm like, hey, there's Sancha time, and there's me time. No Sancha on my time, okay? But, like, on a real note, I take pride and I take comfort in the fact that I can, like, text him and not have to worry about it. Like, because he's given me no reason to not trust him in the 3 years that we've been together. And that right there is worth $1 million to me. Like, if I can't have that comfort with you and I can't trust you, it's not even worth being with you. Like, why? So that I can go to work and call you, and then you don't answer, and then I'm calling you and calling you and calling you and you don't answer, and in my mind you're with this hoe, and then my entire day is ruined. I'm stressed out. I haven't eaten. Like, it's just not even worth it. Like, at that point you might as well just say bye. That's him right now. His ears are itching. So that's my stance on cheating, and I feel like there's no room for it. I feel like once you're a dude, I have this motto in my life: when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. When they show you who they are, believe them. Not when they tell you, because anybody can tell you anything. I'm the best person in the world. That's great. I'm telling you that. But you're not going to know that until I show you. So when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. They're showing you. They don't have any reason to lie to you. So if he shows me that he's a cheater, then I'm going to believe him. You're a damn cheater, and I'm not going to trust you. And I don't need to be wasting my time on you, because life is too short. I mean, honestly, like, I would rather go and live my life alone or go find love elsewhere. Like, there are some people out there that really truly believe that there's only that one person in this life that's meant to make them happy, that's meant for them. And I used to believe that. And I'm not going to say I necessarily don't believe that. Like, I honestly believe that this is my husband, my future husband, the guy that I'm with right now, David. I honestly believe that that's who I'm meant to be with. But if he decided to lose his mind and lose his ever-loving mind and go out and betray me and I leave, I believe that I can go out there and find somebody who will love me just as much, if not more. Because there is a saying, what someone won't do, somebody else will. And if he's not willing to love me and be faithful to me, best believe there's going to be somebody else out there that will. So if you're in a relationship and you are constantly fighting with your dude and you feel like he's cheating on you or he has cheated on you and you're scared because you don't feel like you're going to find that anywhere else, trust me when I tell you, this world is so vast and there's so many people and there's so many dudes or whatever. Oh my God, seriously? Or whatever, and you're gonna find somebody because you're an amazing person. And it's not gonna be the exact same kind of love, but it's gonna be an amazing love. With David, I love him more than I ever thought I could love somebody. But I'm not willing to give up myself if he decides to mess up. I'm just not willing to do it. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It just does not make any sense. And now there are people out there that they don't believe that monogamy exists. Well, that's cool. But if you don't believe that monogamy exists, then why are you in a relationship? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, seriously, half the people that I have conversations with, they're like monogamy don't exist. Like, people are stupid. You think you can just be faithful to one person? That doesn't even, that doesn't exist. Like, you're in a dream fantasy world, and then they're in a relationship. So you're telling me that you don't believe in this shit, but you're participating in it? Like, fine, be a bachelor, like, be by yourself, but don't sit there and waste somebody's time and make them fall in love with you and, like, be all whoop-de-woo with them, and then you don't even believe in what you're doing. Like, if you're gonna be in it, be in it. and understand that you are affecting somebody else's life. Like, I don't understand what's so hard about this. And like I said, men have this weird, like, thing, or I don't know what it is, where they really think that it's so hard for them to, like, not cheat because, oh my god, everybody wants me. And, you know, girls are sluts and it's really hard not to cheat. But what they don't understand is that women have just as much opportunity to cheat, if not more. Because men are like dogs. Men come after women. Ugh, it's just like so terrifying to me. But like, really though, we can't walk down the street, we can't go to a mall, go to a bar and be left alone because like men are just like that. So I'm sorry, but what do you think this is? Like, if I can say no every single day to dudes, why can't you say no? Like, I don't understand. If I have the wherewithal within me to be like, you know what, I love my dude too much to give up everything that I worked for this dude, like right here, that's no job or whatever, like, then why can't you? Like, why can't you just love that person enough? And if you don't, leave them. Like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. So that's my whole deal about it. If you don't believe in monogamy, then don't participate in a relationship. Be an open person and let your partner know. Don't fall in love with me. Don't think we're going to get married. There is no future with us. I just plan on having you as a bang buddy. Like, I'd respect you more for that than if you were to get in a relationship. And this goes out to girls too. Like, don't do that to your dude. Like, don't sit there and cheat on your dude and then come home and lay in bed with him at the end of the night. That's disgusting. That's gross. And that makes you a shitty person. Like, I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. You are a shitty person if you can cheat on your man or your girl and then go home at the end of the night and cuddle up with them. That is just like the worst thing that you could do. So that's my whole stance on cheating. I believe in this. Only you know the relationship that you're in, the situation that you're in, and how you feel. Only you know that. Nobody else in this world can understand it until you go through it. Now, in my situation, I did not want to stay around and stick around until he did it. And then I was going to be even more heartbroken. You're already entertaining the thought of it, so obviously you don't love me enough to like not. If you're entertaining that thought, if you meet a dude or you meet a girl and like you starting to entertain that thought of possibly, and you haven't acted on it yet, you don't love the person that you're with enough. Like, it doesn't even need to be a thought. Like, it doesn't even need to enter your head because you love that person so much that you couldn't even go there. If you couldn't go there, there's an issue. There's an issue. So, and that's just how I feel about it. Like, that's just my stance on it. And I just feel like either you're all in or you're all out. Either you're hot or you're cold. There is no in between. There is no gray area. Like, it's just... And that's what makes people lose their ever-loving mind. This is how women end up all snapped, because that we give everything and we do everything for these dudes, and then they turn around and they cheat. And it's the same thing for dudes. There are a lot of dudes out there that I meet and they're like, yeah, I got cheated on, and now I feel like every girl's a hoe. So like, it's the same thing. If y'all, y'all only know what situation that you're in. In my situation, I decided to leave because I wasn't about that life. Like, I'm not going to sit here and waste my life trying to figure out whether or not you're doing the right thing when nobody's around. Like, that's what it is. Ultimately, it's about if you have integrity. And integrity is when you are doing the right thing when nobody is around. And if I have to question your integrity, you're not worth it. You're just not. Because then my entire life is going to become about your indiscretion and your lack of loyalty to me and our relationship. So that's it, you guys. That's my spiel. This is the first part of Tell It Like It Is. I hope you guys enjoyed just chilling out with me and having a quick conversation with me before I gotta go to work. If you guys have any comments, questions, or anything, I'm pretty sure that this is going to have a lot of comments and questions, but leave them down in the comment section below. Of course, I will leave any of my social media contact information down in the description box as well, and I'll leave my email somewhere like in this area, maybe over here. And feel free to email me with any questions, anything that you are facing, because I like having these conversations and I like giving my own 2 cents about certain situations. And I'm not I'm not perfect and I don't have a perfect relationship, but I do have a lot of high value for myself. And I think that's important, that you love yourself. That is the one thing that I feel like is the most important in a relationship. You have to love yourself more than you love the person that you're with. And that's just it. Ultimately, I love myself more than I love David. And I expect David to love himself more than he loves me. So that way, if I ever decide to lose my ever loving mind and go out there and cheat on him and break his heart, that he'll love himself enough to leave me. Because he's worth that. He's an amazing person. He's an amazing man. And I think that every person should have that kind of mentality. So if you guys haven't seen my, how to love yourself video, I'll link it down below as well. I made a video about why you should love yourself and how important you are. And so that's super, super important when you're in a relationship or before you even think about being in a relationship, for times like these when you're faced with this kind of problem, So I wish you guys all the best of luck. I wish you guys the best in your relationship. Just love yourself, be clear-headed, and remember that you come first. So I will see you guys in my next video. Leave any comments down below of what you guys would like to see next, what you guys would like to talk about next, and we'll see you guys in the next episode of Tell It Like It Is. I'll see you guys later. Bye.